Hi, this video is about my favorite way of living life. I'm gonna talk about something that I do in my life and I'll show you. I have some proofs of it that I'm gonna be showing you. I've kept it here, right here with me. I'm gonna be disclosing all that for you. But for now, just understand that this is like a hack that makes things come true for me at an insanely fast speed. Things that would have otherwise realistically taken very long come true for me at a much faster pace. Earlier, if we wanted to learn something, we would have to go to a library and find out from books and read and then find out the answers. The process was really lengthy. Nowadays, all the information is available on our fingertips. You open the internet and every answer is available to us. What we need to understand here is that there are things that happen in your life that you do not have a lot of control over. This is what you think, this is what you believe, that you don't have control over what's happening in your life. Okay, but what if I tell you that there could be a way where you can actually start to control what happens in your life? And believe me, I actually do this. It works for me, and I'm just gonna share my idea with you today. I'm not just gonna give it away to you unless I explain my reasons to you, because otherwise something so precious in my life will just come free to you and you would not just value it. So please understand my reasons before I get into it. There are things of heart, things where you do something which science cannot explain, but then those things seem to work for you and so you cling on to them. So what I'm trying to say here is that things that are happening in your life, you cannot control the timing of things, okay? It's more about allowing things to happen to you rather than trying to control those things, rather than trying to set a time frame for them and making it a violent choice rather than a subtle acceptance that, okay, I am waiting, my heart is open, my doors are open, please God, let this come to me. And it works like magic. I don't know how, but it always does. Like, thinking about it, I'm shaking right now. There is probably a job that you want, but you see no chance of that happening. Some promotion that you're expecting for many years now, not happening. Some person in your life that you want, not happening. Some friend that you really care for doesn't care back for you. So I know there are so many things happening. Your parents don't listen to you, want to do something for your parents, but you don't have the money. And your age is passing and you're like, you want to get married, but you're not getting the right kind of guy or girl to get married to. I'm sure a lot of things are happening to you right now. At least one or two of these things that I mentioned is definitely true for you. And they were true for me also. I was deeply in love with somebody, and he was a different kind of a person. He didn't accept societal norms. He wouldn't agree to what most people would say should be done. He had his own rules. He had his own code that he lived by. His ideas were unique. And at times they were very fascinating. They would really appeal, but at times they would just tear you down and they would just hurt you so much because, you know, when we live in a society, we want to live in a certain way. We want to follow a few rules so that we don't have to listen to BS from people, right? We don't want people to affect our minds, our peace. So there are things you do for society. So he had this thing in his mind that he doesn't want to marry, and he just told me right in the first few months of getting to know each other that he doesn't want to marry me or anyone because marriage is not for him. And crazy I was, I still thought that this can work out, and no matter what happens, I will be able to do something about this and I'll be able to pull him into getting married to me and stuff. So initially what I did was I put up all these pictures of his. I'm gonna show you. So there was this picture on my wall. It's still from my wall. You'll see these holes. To put this on my wall, I probably used some pins or something, so there are still holes in the picture. I had this picture from back then. This is 2016. We are sitting in 2024. So what? 8 years now? Anyway, and I never stopped to believe, caring for him and waiting for it to come true. And so much drama, parents pressure to get married, and Papa would keep telling me names of several boys, go and visit, go and see, talk to this guy, talk to that guy. You might find someone good, it's your age. I was I was in the late 20s. And anyway, now fast forward 8 years down the line, I am already 3 years in marriage with him. Yeah, we got married. This is a picture from my wedding day. It was so difficult, can't tell you. How did all this happen? What was that thing that was working in my favor despite the fact that everything else was against me? And you might feel कि मैम ये कोई बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है, ये तो होता है लोगों के साथ. You have no idea what kind of shitstorm I went through in my head around those years. And I just didn't give up. I didn't. I had no choice. I was in love. I could not have gotten married to anyone else. I could not have done that to myself. I wasn't doing it for anybody else. I wasn't playing Veer Zara with anyone. I was in love. Simple. So I was a glorious mess, and I was trying to embrace all that and come out of it victorious. Now, what I feel is that whatever happens in our lives is a product of our expectations. Okay, so whatever we expect truly actually happens to us. Mostly our expectations are connected to our daily routine. Okay, if we travel by metro, we expect to buy a two-wheeler someday. Okay, or expect to buy a normal four-wheeler someday of a few lakhs. Okay, we don't expect to buy a BMW or a Jaguar straight away. No, I am not trying to give you a shallow example. I'm just trying to give you an idea, just to understand with the help of this comparison that I'm making right now. Whatever happens in our daily lives, our expectations are set according to that. And according to those expectations, we dream. What if there was a way you could shift all this and move into a higher energy division, a more energized frequency where you can believe higher, where you can dream higher? And since you're believing more, you're dreaming more, things that you never could imagine coming true for you start to come real. And they are becoming your reality. That is what this video is about. That is what we are going to be talking about today. So this is how it starts. You get a pen and a paper. All right. Now this is a diary from 2016. It's 16th of Feb 2016, 17th of Feb 2016. And the last page has a cartoon. Last page has the date 18th of April 2017. So yes, I was writing even then. I am writing now. I have many diaries that I've filled, and these writings have helped me. What you have to do is you have to believe, you have to be sure that something will work out for you, and you're working towards something, and it is already happening for you. All right. So this is what I used to do. I used to write, and I used to thank God in the present tense that this is what is happening with me. So around then I wanted to marry him. So I would write, thank you God, thank you for allowing me to marry his name, and now I'm very happy with him. So something like that. I would write it in present tense, and my reality was very different from what I was writing. For a second, it helped me believe that it is true. Like when I was writing in present tense that thank you God, I'm married to him, I'm very happy with him. For a second, my mind would believe that I'm actually married to him. I'm actually very happy with him. And a lot of my dreams that are filled in this diary have a lot to do with career. My career sucked at that time. It was a total mess. I was already a CA, but I was 4 years out of a job. I did not want to go back to a job, and I was not doing anything with my life. Concrete. I was obviously planning, I was working on my ideas, but nothing was working out. I tried some 8, 9, 10 different things, nothing worked out. And finally, YouTube did work out for me. So the thing is, I was very stubborn, I was obstinate, and it kind of worked for me in my favor. But I was always writing, I was always believing. That was one thing that was constant. When you're absolutely certain that something will happen, what happens is that you activate your desire. Your desire becomes so real that your reality somehow starts to shift. I don't know how it works, but somehow it does. Like there are things that even now I want on the front of my family or on the front of my career, and I still use this measure. It keeps me happy. It just keeps me from being very sad or depressed, because otherwise, if you don't have hope, what do you look forward to? How do you pull yourself up every morning to do some work? And if you don't work, if your actions are not aligned with your hopes will never come true. And for that action, you need some energy. You need certain belief that things are gonna work out. So you start writing those things. In short, I'm sure you've heard of this word called manifesting. I manifest. It works for me. People say that manifesting is delusional. Some people say that this does not work. All I'm trying to say is that if you did properly manifest and it didn't work for you, that means you never really believed. That element of actually believing was missing. And if manifesting is delusional, are you not delusional already to believe that whatever is happening right now is your permanent reality? It's a delusion. It's obviously a delusion. Your life will change, but you still feel that nothing is changing and nothing will. So you're already delusional. All of us are delusional at some level. Even if you call manifestation as delusional, I'm asking you to be delusional about a thing that can work for you. The only limit of our realization of our tomorrow is the doubts that you have today. If you have too many doubts, the realization, the actual reality of the tomorrow that you hope for is dependent on these doubts. Clear these doubts, clear this air, and your tomorrow will shine. You need to believe that something nice can happen for you. People don't realize that they can actually dream for more, ask for more. Asking is necessary. Most people don't ask. They are so stuck in their reality that nothing till now has worked for me, so nothing will. Till now, things did not work. But what if I tell you that if you actually just close your eyes for a few seconds and try and understand and find out that the life that you're already living right now was actually the life you manifested. Knowingly or unknowingly, you actually made this happen, whatever is happening to you. You never believed that something nice would come out. And that is why nothing nice came out. You always believe that you're going to be stuck in the job that you are into, and that is why you're actually stuck. You're already living the life that you had imagined for yourself. If you could imagine a little better, you would have lived a better life. But that does not mean that you cannot start now. You can start now. You can start. You're never too old to dream big. You are always free to dream. That is one thing we humans are capable of. We can dream and imagine anything, and that imagination actually becomes a reality for a few seconds. If I'm imagining myself to be sitting in a plane and I'm flying to America right now, 2-3 seconds, I'm already transported to that dream, and I'm actually living that moment in my head. And we human beings are the only living beings that are capable of this. Almost everyone, apart from human beings, they can't imagine a reality. Their reality is their reality. But we are capable of imagining a different reality and actually living that reality for a few moments. And that is why we can be sad in a party. In a party, everyone is happy, enjoying. You're also supposedly enjoying. You're dressed up nice. You're eating good food. You're supposed to be happy. But no, you're not. Sometimes you're sad because something is going on in your head which is making you sad. Why? Because you're imagining something that is not happy in that moment. So, despite being surrounded with happiness, you're still sad. And believe me, this thing that I told you about writing in a diary, this is just one way you manifest more. Manifestation is not about writing things in your diary. I do this because it helps me. It helps me. It's a thing that works for me. When you manifest, when you hope for bigger things in life, you live according to those dreams. You make decisions according to that tomorrow that you see coming true. If you dream for a healthier life, you control your alcohol consumption or you control your smoke consumption today. If you want to live a happier life tomorrow, a healthier life tomorrow. So manifestation is not about what you write in your diaries. This is just one small practice that you can use to enable manifestation, at least in your initial years, at least in your initial few days. Okay? But it's more about lifestyle. You change your lifestyle, you change your thought process according to the kind of tomorrow you want to live. I've got 6 points for you on this list. These 6 things are going to help you realize your tomorrow, the kind of tomorrow that you want to live, the kind of life that you want to lead. These 6 things are very practical. They're going to need some effort. You might fail at them for a few times, but then if you keep on to them, if you are willing to do it, if you're solid, you'll be able to. Nothing is out of your effort zone. It may be out of your comfort zone. Let's start by talking about the point number 1 that I have for you. Stop clinging to your past. What happens is that many of us, this is one common mistake that I see most people, most young people make. They cling on to their exes. Somebody you've already separated from, but you still talk with them. You're acting like they're doctors. They have a problem, they keep running to you. They come running to you. And you try and solve it for them. You're not supposed to be their doctor. What happens is that when you keep responding to all their requests and you act as a server, you have there are websites that run on servers. So this is a website that is running on your server. For every request you're serving, your energy is getting drained. Their negativity is shadowing your mind. You're thinking about them. And if you're thinking about them and complaining that, oh my God, why do I not have love in my life? Why am I not with somebody nice? It's because you're doing that to yourself. Please separate from anyone who is not adding anything nice to your life. Be it a person, be it a thing, be it a habit. Separate from those habits. Separate from those people. Stop talking to them now, because these people are only going to eat on your peace. They're going to eat on your determination. They're going to eat on your courage, and you will be the only one paying the price for it. You're going to keep paying the price till the time God actually believes that you're ready for the thing that you're asking for. There is struggle, no denial, but you'll have to prove it to the universe that you're ready for the thing that you truly want in your life. Success is not the key to happiness. It's the other way around. Happiness is the key to success. There's so much money on this planet. Some people have billions of dollars in their bank account. So much money that a person can earn. Why can't you make any money? You will be able to. Who's stopping you? There are 8 billion people walking this planet, and you can't have one successful relationship with a person out of these 8 billion walking the planet. It's because you need to move out of the zone that you're into. The wrong influences, the wrong people, the wrong connections, the wrong contacts. You need to cut those down. Next point on the list is about cleansing your environment. Whoever drains your energy become extremely selfish and cut those contacts. Cleanse your environment completely. Anybody who drains your energy, just for a few months, take control of your time completely. Whom you're going to spend time with, whom you're not going to, who is going to call you, who's going to have a drink with you, who's going to go out for a game with you. You control all that. Take down anyone, remove all those people from your life who are not adding any value to your life. Social media is such a brain hamperer. That's a word that I just created. So many people are so unhappy because of social media. They tend to compare so much. They go to social media, they see some fancy people wearing some fancy stuff and very expensive cars and showing off their relationships and showing the wonderful places they are traveling to. And then these people feel sad about it. And then the time is lost. One entire day, 2 entire days have gone sulking over what you saw on social media. If it drains you so much, why are you on it? Is there some law that you cannot quit social media? Or this is just another alcohol, another habit like alcohol that you have succumbed to, that you've given into? If it is draining you, cut it down from your life. Limit the usage, or better, leave it for a few months. There's so many celebrities. Just recently, I've forgotten her name, a very big Hollywood star. She gave a statement that she quit social media and she's been not on it for 3 years now. And she's happy. Why can't you do it? Have you already achieved everything that you wanted for your life? No, you've not. Otherwise, why would you be watching this video? There's definitely something that is on your mind when you're watching this video and me talking to you. Whoever is in your life, somebody who walks into your life, is a new friend, is a new gym instructor, is somebody you're meeting in the office for the first time. Think in your head. Ask a question. How are you going to make me smarter? How are you going to make me wealthier? Or how are you going to make me learn something new? And if the answer is 0, sorry. Right now, इस रूट की सभी लाइनें व्यस्त हैं. Because the things that you desire in your life right now already exist. If you want something for your life, that thing already exists on this planet. Otherwise, you would not have thought about it. If you're thinking about it, it already exists. All you need is a plan. Okay? You need a plan. The thing is already there. You have to find out a way to reach that thing. You want a nice house. Houses are already there. You just need the money to get there. You need a nice vacation. The vacation is already there. The hotels, the fun activities, everything already exists. You want to go there, you need a plan to go there. Start turning your dreams into plans, okay? When you turn your dreams into actionable plans, those actionable plans will convert themselves into dreams. And you will be able to live those dreams. Convert dreams into plans and plans into reality. That's the drill. Third thing is act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. When you believe that you're doing something nice in life, what happens is that you will be able to preserve your energy for more energy for what you already do. I'm not against having fun. If you think somebody can contribute towards you having a good time in life, sharing an activity with them, going out with them, having fun after a very hectic day, do it, because they're adding something to your life. They're adding entertainment value to your life. That's fine. I'm not against entertainment. I'm not against fun. I'm against wasting your time on unnecessarily trying to help others, people who are not ready to take your help, on unnecessarily. Sometimes, what happens is that you connect with wrong kind of people only because you enjoy looking at them lose. Yeah, it happens. Because their life sucks, it makes you feel better about your life. And that is why you're clinging on to them. Because those people are miserable, they make you feel a little better. What a terrible, terrible mindset to be in. You pay attention to your goals. They will take care of theirs. If they ask for help, give it. If they don't, please minus yourself from that equation. When you believe that what you do is important and what you do is meaningful, what happens is that you stop giving away desperate energy. What is desperate energy? You like a girl and now you're constantly chasing her, continuously messaging her, stalking her. Bad behavior. She's never going to value you. She's never going to pay attention to your existence. Same goes for a boy. You like someone. Stop chasing them. Be natural around them. Don't show that you need them too much, because it's human nature. Human beings don't value anything that is available to them for free. If we pay price for something, we value that thing more. All the expensive clothes in the cupboard are mostly not worn because we value them so much. We don't want to touch them, kharab ho jayenge. But the cheap ones, we keep dragging out of our cupboard every now and then wearing them. So you don't want to be cheap, you want to be priceless. There's a difference. Nowadays, we live in times where everything is available to us in just a jiffy. Like we want something, we blink it. I use Swiggy Instamart for fruits and stuff every now and then. we're not really habitual of waiting for things. That has actually made us desperate. And if we don't get anything fast, we get desperate, we get anxious. And that is the same behavior we carry on with people, relationships, a good job that we want, a good interview that we want to clear. We're sitting in an interview, talking to the interviewer, doing our best, and then right before moving out, we show our extreme desperation. Ma'am, when will you be calling me? Ma'am, when can I expect your call? Ma'am, will it be okay if I call you in 2 days to ask for a result? No, don't do this. They'll see that in your eyes. That desperation will be very visible. It's audible. Please control your desperation. When you order something on Blinkit, you're sure that you will receive it in a few minutes, right? You place your order and now you're relaxed. Why? Because you're sure you will receive it. Same goes for manifestation. When you manifest something, you've placed an order to the universe and now you should be relaxed that I'm going to receive it. I don't need to worry about it. So whatever you want in your life, manifestation can actually take care of that. You've already got enough. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. And then when your job is done, don't go around desperate for results. Okay? Wait. Calm. Relax. Next point. Use positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are small things that you want to happen in your life. You want those things to come true. And you think on a positive note for them. And just thinking is sometimes enough. You want to write them down? Good. Very good. You don't want to write them down? Fine. At least think of them. Think of them. When you think about them, you devote some time every day thinking about those nice things that you want in your life. Those are called positive affirmations. Yes, it will happen for me. Yes, it can happen for me. You know, in a sad situation, just putting on a fake smile also helps. Try it next time and you will instantly feel relaxed because it will pass a signal to your mind that things are under control. So positive affirmations are like that smile in tough times, that smile that helps you get through. Positive affirmations help things come true to you. These are working for people who are doing it. This was a positive affirmation, this picture that I had on my wall for years. I would take it down when my parents were around, but I would put it back. And that is why there's so many holes in this picture.
चीटिंग करता है तू चीटिंग करता है तू
Positive affirmations really help. I use them a lot. They help me, make me feel that, हो जाएगा. कैसे होगा ये नहीं पता, but हो जाएगा. So there are so many things I keep telling my mom that, मम्मा ये चाहिए मुझे, पता नहीं कैसे होगा, but हो जाएगा. So many times I've said this sentence to her. Seriously, if I could just, ask her to tell it on the camera. Actually, so many times I've told her this. And ho jata hai. What you feel is what you attract. What you imagine is what you create. So your imagination can actually make you infinite. If you can imagine big things, your potential is infinite. You just don't know it yet. Like there is a quotation, whatever you measure grows. So if you're measuring your sadness will grow. If you're measuring your problems will grow. If you're measuring your lack of money will grow. On the contrary, if you measure your success is gonna grow. If you measure your money is gonna grow. If you measure your satisfaction in your relationship with your parents, that relationship is gonna grow. Why? Because it is on your mind. Your mindset is everything. You use it so casually. You're just not aware that you're doing injustice to yourself. I want you to take some time to realize what you're doing to yourself because you're actively doing it just without realizing. Be super grateful for what you've got. Be grateful for everything. You've got your health, you've got whatever relationships you have, people in your life. Be more grateful. I'll show you. And I'll put pictures up because it's not focusing on my diary. Every single page of this diary is filled with thank you notes. There's so many pages that are filled with thank yous, Literally, every page, every note ends with a thank you. And I think it's working fine. If you could only see what you have is what so many people desire for. If you could only make that small comparison in your head. So many people are right now in hospitals who are just wishing to be out of there at their homes. And you are probably already in your home right now. There's so much that you've got. Like, this is one thought that often crosses my mind, that so many people died today. Thousands of people died today. So many will die tomorrow. I'm just lucky to be alive. Like, there's no age to dying, right? Only chances are better that you will survive if you're young another day. Otherwise, there are no concrete evidence that only old will die and young are gonna be. You know what happened in COVID. All of us saw what happened. Gratitude makes manifestation much, much, much easier. So be more grateful, because God likes being thanked. This is one thing that my mom tells me a lot. Shukar bheja karo. That's what she says. It's called shukar or shukrana. Shukrana bhejna. Have you ever felt that energy passing through your body when you say thank you? Especially when you say thank you to your Almighty. When you say thank you to God. That's just another level of relief. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more you will have to celebrate. Okay? Moving on to the next point, which is the last one on the list. Talk to your spiritual side more often. All of us have a spiritual side. You know that side. Have you ever noticed that there are times when you speak to yourself, when you're alone in the room, but you say a few things out loud? Whom are you talking to? Who's listening to you? Nobody is. Only you're listening to yourself. So who is that person? That person is your spiritual side. Or in negative terms, you may call it your ego. So there is a person inside of you whom you talk to very often. I'm just asking you to develop a better relationship with that person. Talk to that spiritual side more often. And when I say talk to that spiritual side more often, I mean in a positive way. Don't curse that side. Don't say bad things about yourself to that side. Oh God, I'm so lazy. God, I procrastinate so much. I can never get anything done on time. God, I can never have a solid relationship. Don't say things like these, because your spiritual side is always listening to you. Ask for signs from God. This is something that I heard somewhere. It was actually a YouTube video where I heard it from. And I started to do it. It actually changed my way of looking at things. So when I want something in life, I tell my God that this is what I want, and I want you to give me signs. Show me that this is going to happen for me. Show me that I can be relaxed and you're listening to me and you can hear me. Show me a sign. And you will see signs. Okay, there could be physical signs, there could be a situation that might come up. Anything, any nice sign. You will see signs. When you do this practice, of asking for signs, you can just relax and wait for those signs to happen. That waiting, that patience is such an important element of spirituality. Developing self-control, developing patience. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort. But it has truth in it. A truth that we have made a lot of distance with. You can't control the timing. That's the intent of this video, make you understand you can't control the timing. It's more about allowing things to happen. Until the time they happen, you have to maintain your peace of mind. See, there are powers in this world that we truly will never understand. We don't know how things work. We don't know how prayers work. But prayers do work. You know that much. Okay, some of you may not believe. It's okay. There'll always be people who'll say, oh no, it's okay. But most of us, we believe in prayers. And that is why we pray whenever we are in difficult times. We don't understand how they work. But all we understand is that they do work. You being present here is nothing short of magic. You can't answer, like biologically you can explain it. But still there's magic, right? How are things created? It's still magic. I believe in magic. We believe in AI. It's a creation of mankind, artificial intelligence. But artificial intelligence is the new truth of the world. It is here. But who made the mind that made AI come true? So there was a power behind the mind that you have, and that is still a question in millions of minds. What created the mind? The mind that created AI. We still don't know. So there is magic in the world. You accept it or you don't. Science still does not have all the answers. So these are all the 6 things that I want you to be more aware of yourself. Go ahead, share with more people this idea that I shared with you today in this video. This idea has the potential of making someone sad happy. And if you can make somebody sad happy, that means you can change their lives. Because happiness is what our success is dependent on. And success is not always monetary. It could be just leading a prosperous life, leading a life where what you want and what you have is not too distant from each other. The gap is not too big. Where there'll always be dreams, there'll always be aspirations. But if your aspirations are within your means, you know how to be happy. So that's all about it. I'll see you in the next video. Everything that you want in your life is already there. Remember that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.